It's the matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams undefeated through 4 rounds of Super Rugby Aotearoa will finally clash in our opening round 5 fixture. It's the Crusaders at home going up against the Blues. Buckle yourselves in, everyone. This one is going to be hot. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby and our opening match of round 5 in Super Rugby Aotearoa. It is the Crusaders at home going up against the Blues, two teams with only W's next to their name. Today though, there can only be one that will come away with that winning streak still in order, and you can expect it's going to be exciting. Let's take a look at this Crusaders team who will be lining up in front of their home fans looking to get another victory under their belt. They're a team that just never seems to lose at home, and you'd think today that has to play massively into their advantage. They've had a number of changes due to injury and a number of changes from the side that took apart the Highlanders last weekend as well. But it's still a very good side, full of All Blacks as well. When you take a look at this pack, the likes of Joe Moody, Cody Taylor and Michael Aotearoa, that is a top quality front row. Sam Whitelock and Mitchell Dunshea will partner up behind them in the middle of the pack. It's a new look to the back row as well. Tom Sanders now will start at 6 with Tom Christie at 7, and Fetu Douglas will round it out the pack at number 8. Another change, Bryn Hall comes back into the back line. He'll start at scrum half, and once again partner Richie Mo'unga. The midfield stays consistent. Jack Goodhue and Braden Ennor at 12 and 13. And a back 3 full of explosiveness and a bench with them as well. There's no Will Jordan tonight, but it will be instead George Bridge on the left wing, Sevu Reece on the right, and David Havili will be at fullback for the Crusaders. Here is the Blues team, the team that looks the most likely to finally beat this record at Orange Theory Stadium. The Crusaders seem unbeatable here, but the Blues have set about their own sort of record of wins this season in Super Rugby Aotearoa. The amount of players coming through that have really stood up this year is something of a delight for Blues fans around the country. They've named a number of changes for this matchup as well, some good, some a bit questionable, but how they perform here on the big stage is going to be the making of this matchup and whether the Blues can get the job done tonight. Their front row consistent and solid as well. Alex Hodgman, James Parsons and Alfred Tuangafasi will be 1, 2 and 3. The second row has performed admirably well all season long, and once again will be captain Patrick Tuipulotu, who will partner up alongside Josh Goodhue. The back row explosive, the back row exciting, and the back row looks destined for great things. Akira Ioane will be at 6 with Dalton Papali'i at 7, and of course that man Hoskins Satutu lining up at the back of the pack at number 8. There's the change at 9. It's Finley Christie coming in for Sam Knox, so he'll start Teddy Black in the halves combination, and another one, no TJ Faiani in the starting 15 tonight. It'll be instead Harry Plummer in 12 and Rieko Ioane at 13. Caleb Clark will be on the left wing with Mark Talia on the right, and of course Bowden Barrett will be at fullback for the Blues. That is a very heavy kicking and playmaking creating options with 10, 12 and 15 all accustomed to playing in that number 10 jumper. Will that be an indication of how the Blues will play tonight? Let's get down to the game and see how it unfolds. So we are all set to kick this matchup underway. The opening game of round 5, Super Rugby Aotearoa. The Crusaders, of course, in the red and black. The Blues in the blue. It's pretty obvious. It's straightforward, and it's underway we go. Deep kick from Richie Mo'unga, and Dalton Papali'i is the man to take it down for the Blues inside their 22 as Christie decides to run. It's a little bit of support there from Hoskins Satutu. It goes right to penalty. Oh, that is a big start for the Crusaders as well. Satutu running into a brick wall of red defenders, and up and over it quickly they went. The first opportunity to come off the tee here for Richie Mo'unga, and for the home team, the Crusaders, really one phase, and they've pounced on a massive opportunity. Here is Mo'unga, and he does not miss those. Successful for the Crusaders fly half, and the Crusaders do lead 3 points to 0 after just a couple of minutes here against the Blues. Well, not the start that the Blues had in mind, that is for sure. 3-0 down after a couple of minutes. Now they've got to regroup and play a little bit of territory themselves as they kick off deep down into the Crusaders 22, and Braden Ennor takes down the kickoff for the home side and sets it up right on that 22-metre line. Now the Crusaders going to do it a little bit more successful here as they break way through Fetu Douglas down the right-hand edge. Support quick and coming there as the Blues don't get there to make an impact. A pick and go this time from Cody Taylor. Finds it nice in the offload to Goodhue. This could be a turnover to the Blues. But no, too slow to it, and again, comes back for Aotearoa. Away to Whitelock. Charges straight into the defenders. This time Satutu makes the tackle, gets support, and a turnover to the Blues. Pick and go, Christie. Offload beautifully, and Kiriuani down the wing.
Release.
Left edge proving very profitable so far. Satutu opens it up. Goodhue goes back inside, and finally it's Christie again who straightens things up down the middle. Papali'i, pick and go from the flanker, finds his captain, Tui Pilotu, and they split it very quickly out wide to Rico Ioane. He's got a couple to beat, a lot of work to do there for Rico, and he does nothing about it. Straight into the tackle, but positively for the Blues, into the 22. Quick ball, quick hands, and a big gap! Just about for Patrick Tui Pilotu. Waiting on it is the Kiriuani, finds Goodhue, offloads nicely, Papali'i slips it back inside to a Kiriuani, back to Hoskins Satutu, and red jumpers everywhere! Massive turnover for the Crusaders, and up it goes, Bryn Hall, trying to wrestle his way out of a tackle. Havili's there, eventually it goes back to Moanga, who splits it off the boot and goes way off to the right-hand side. Miles away from the touchline. The Blues will come yet again. Ioane, what a ball! Sensational pass to Papali'i! Hunter cuts it back in field, and Hoskins Satutu running back the other way. Gets a brilliant behind-the-back pass from his back row partner, and the Blues score the first try of this fixture. What a brilliant play, started by Barrett. Rico Ioane with a sensational pass back to his right-hand side, and then splitting away was a brilliant ball from Dalton Papali'i. Watch him here. There's Barrett to Rico, there's Dalton, slips straight through, carves away to the left side, but cuts the ball beautifully back to the man running the other direction. It was Hoskins Satutu, and a try for the Blues puts them directly in the lead for the first time. Well, that was a little bit special, a little bit something brilliant from the Blues. And it all started from a really strange clearing kick too from Richie Moanga. He tried to thump it out of his own and goal, and he went for the open field option, and the Blues, well, they just opened it up from there. Some incredible changes of direction gave them a platform for some hard-running back rowers, and that is what the Blues offer in this competition. Richie Moanga, he could feel marginally responsible for that try as we get underway again. And Akira Ioane takes the kick-off down for the Blues. Inside their own 22, they'll certainly want to kick this one away, one would imagine. There's another mistake, it's a knock-on by Plummer this time. And they just can't get out of their 22. Bowden Barrett is livid. There's the mistake. And there was one by the Crusaders as well, but it went backwards. And what an attacking opportunity this is now for the home side. Bryn Hall feeds the scrum. It's steady. It looks all right at the moment. Good sharp play time by the Crusaders. They do get it easily on their side. Big cutout pass to Winor. Finds Reese. Stephen Reese running sideways, trying to get away from his one defender of Caleb Clark. And the Blues turn it over. Rico Ioane and Dalton Papali'i back up to the 22. Go the Blues. Crusaders have numbers back. And another turnover as well. They are beautifully working in the ruck at the moment. Here is a Goodhue. Covering the way to his left. Numbers if he wants to use them. Unmarked players to the left. And Moody goes wide. Oh, that is a terrible call for the big prop. And now a knock on as well from Tom Christie. Will signal the end of that chance for the Crusaders. And the Blues can take their time. Slow this down. And clearly lines though. They'll run it to him. But a space for him down the right-hand edge. And he gets down to 22. Advantage over calls the referee. And the Blues looking a little bit exciting now as they break away yet again. Christie, no fullback in place down there. And he had Anthony Black on his shoulder, took the tackle. And it's a slow ball. And it's going to be slow coming back to the Crusaders again. Here's Hall, Bryn Hall with a tasty little run. And he is going to get swamped by Blue jumpers. Another turnover. It's topsy-turvy at the moment. Plummer, the way to Black. Into midfield of Ioane and out wide. It is Caleb Clark. He's got one man to get away from. And Stephen Reese rounds him up too easily and grabs the penalty as well. Isolated was Caleb Clark, backed himself to take out Sevu Reece. But the Crusaders winger did the job back the other way, and have a look at this. Richie Mo'unga being very ambitious. He's seen what Jordie Barrett can do for the Hurricanes. He's going to have a stab at it himself. 50 metres on the big angle. Strikes it all right. Is it going to have the legs? It does. Oh, what a kick. Richie Mo'unga sends an absolute rocket over the sticks. And we are down now to a 1-point ball game with a minute and a half to play. The Blues to kick off again. 7-6 is the score. It's a tight one, as we expected it would be, as Tom Christie pulls down the kickoff, and the Blues almost steal it off them. Aotearoa runs and he finds Mo'unga. They get a little bit expansive now with time up on the clock. Back it goes to Hall, and he kicks this one away. Not aiming for touch, but just away from Beauden Barrett. And now forward pass, he found Caleb Clark. The Blues attack down the left edge. But we will come back for, well, nothing. It should be half-time for the forward pass penalty. Yes, it got a little bit too fancy there for the Blues. And they'll head to the sheds with a 1-point advantage over the Crusaders. A lead is a lead. Whether it's 1 or 10, they'll be happy to still be in this game. And they have really been the team and playing more of this game than their opponents. 61% of possession, 75% of territory, and they've done under half of the tackling compared to their opponents as well, the Blues. So they will be happy. The visiting side, they've done everything right so far, but can they keep it up for another 40? That is a question, and the thing that teams really struggle with the most against the Crusaders. Aotearoa Black gets us back underway, and Cody Taylor finds a brilliant pass. Here's Richie Mo'unga trying to go around the outside of Beauden Barrett, but he can't do it. Oh, that was magical from Cody Taylor to set away his fly half there. Back for the Crusaders here. Mitchell Dunshay, and straight through will go Sam Whitelock. No one will get close. He trundles in. A 30-metre run, and the Crusaders' big lock goes in for their first try of the night. What a way to start the second half as well for the Crusaders. And they take back their lead. What's his pass from Dunshay? Beautifully slips in the big man, his partner in the second row, Sam Whitelock. And he's got enough wheels to get away from the desperate chasers. No one at the back. Barrett was taken out by the Richie Mo'unga break. And this was pure delight for the big veteran. When you find space in a big gaping hole like that, the Blues' defence was far from organised. And the Crusaders, a team that are just ferocious when they get a little sniff. And they have capitalised right there for a beautiful try to Whitelock. Here's the conversion from Mo'unga. And it goes straight over, right in front. No mistake there. It's 13 points to 7. The Crusaders now back in front with a 6-point lead. It has been the topsy-turvy encounter so far. 45 gone. There's still a lot to go on this one. As Aotearoa Black gets us to the back of the way again. A great offload straight off the kickoff. And here come the Crusaders once more. They are such an attacking outlet side, and they work hard and they get themselves in another good position. Left side, it's George Bridge getting around the outside of Mark Talia. Ball and field to Mo'unga. Mo'unga skips out of one, but the cover defence just drags him down. And a turnover from Satutu. And here comes Mark Talia. Now's his chance to break away. Dragged down from behind and turned over as well. Aotearoa doing hard work in the breakdown after getting back to defend. And now Mitchell Dunshay charges up with a real forwards battle there. Up towards halfway. Here he is, Aotearoa once more, finding it beautifully to Mitchell Dunshay, and the defence pass for him as well. Mo'unga's got men out wide, he's dropped the ball. The pass was too hard, and Richie Mo'unga knocks on another try for the Crusaders. Now the Blues will look to counter-attack their way back. It's a Kiriuani who just sparks out of the 22. Christie to Tutu, out wide Mark Talia. Another chance, the referee's pulled it back. Mark Talia had Harry Plummer on his shoulder to the right-hand side.
Bind.
And one defender to beat in David Harvili. That was a Blues strike for all money. Good scrum from the Blues. Satutu has it at his feet. Christie goes out to Black and they skip out straight to Mark Talia. Back inside he goes. Finds a rampaging captain and Patrick Toiblotu. Christie again. Oh, he runs and he runs straight in. So a big tackle from Goodhue. And a big turnover as well for the Crusaders. Now here's Christie looking out to the left-hand side. George Bridge just about around the outside and the ball is knocked on. Well, he took on Talia there. Made him work for every cent of his pay. But had enough about him. Did Mark Talia to put in the tackle and just lost the ball. For the attacking threat, that is George Bridge. Another scrum for the Blues. Their scrum has looked very solid, especially on their own put-in. Finley Christie waits. To the left he goes, Black. It's conventional for a change for the Blues. Nice ball back inside to a hard running Akira Ioane. Rico and Akira, that combination, that backyard combination, well, looking to be outdone here. The Crusaders have turned it over. Very poor for the Blues in the breakdown. Now here's Wylock. What an offload! Dunshay and Wylock are putting on a Harlem Globetrotters performance here at the moment. The offloads, the tackle bust, the tries, brilliant. Here's Reese, Beckham fell beautifully. Tom Christie, can he get away? No. Good tackle from Parsons, getting back in a turnover as well. Beautiful from the Blues hooker. Right in there, and inside their 22, they are in a spot of bother as the Crusaders get it straight back. Here's Goodhue, he's knocked it on. This is turning into a real shambles of a matchup now. The scoreline anything but convincing for either side. The Blues with an advantage, but the turnovers at the ruck are coming thick and fast, and the knock-ons as well, just as many.
Release.
Christie away to Akira Ioane, and the referee says we'll go back for the scrum, the knock-on from Jack Goodhue.
Bind.
The Blues still pinned down inside their own 22, and there's less than 10 to play. The clock is certainly wound down fast, and the Crusaders back get a little bit of vengeance here, and they turn the ball over. Now they look out, Severies inside to Braden Ennor. Ennor tries to step, but Barrett just drags him down in time. 5 metres short, pick and go from Hall. Brilliant offload and just about through there. The big hole goes Cody Taylor. Whitelock plays scrum half and he finds Rommel on the right-hand side and Severies. A clear sprint to the corner and the Crusaders should spell the end to the chances of the Blues of that try. 18-7 kick to come. And Sam Whitelock, you can't question man of the match here tonight. It was a strong carry from Cody Taylor. He held the ball up long enough to set it up for his teammates. And then Whitelock, he drew enough to just give a little bit of space for the electric acceleration of Severies. Watch this. Beautiful from Sam Whitelock. And once again, that battle between Caleb Clark and Severies has been just a joy to watch. But it is the Crusaders right winger who gets this should-be last laugh here against the Blues. The kick probably not too important here as it's 18 points to 7, the lead of 11. But Richie Moanga takes it anyway, puts it up to 20. Now the lead is 13. Either which way you look at it, the Blues need to score twice and convert inside this final 3.5 minutes. That is a tough ask when you've only done it once in 77 minutes so far. Back underway from Ortini Black. Again, it's Tom Christie, the man who drags it down. And Goodhue waits. And runs as well. Finds a little bit of space. They don't click onto it very quickly. Eventually it's Braden Ennor who takes its ground on halfway. Taylor away to Moanga. They're finding spaces. He's finding gaps everywhere. Here are the Crusaders. Bridge and Whitelock combining Taylor once more. Richie Moanga slips it back to Bryn Hall, who will not kick this one out. Still a chance. Here is Barrett. Big pass back inside, and Satutu was the one to charge it up on the 22. The Blues can play well for a bonus point here if they want to. Here's Bowden Barrett breaking away. Bowden Barrett sells the dummy. David Harvili is gone, and Bowden Barrett will get the Blues the bonus points, provided they kick the conversion, of course. What an electric try from Bowden Barrett. Nothing much on. His acceleration sparks through the line. And then I'm sorry, Harvili, but this one is down in the corner dairy. $2.50, thanks. Brought and gone like nothing else you've ever seen. The finish as well. You'd think he'd won the game. But sadly, Bowden, you've only got yourself a potential bonus point if your number 10, Aotearoa Black, can kick the conversion. This was a brilliant try, though. Let's take nothing away from this for the Blues and for Barrett. That's what he can do. And as the game was sewn up, he has come up with something special. But the question is, will there be time? I think the buzzer went as Barrett was scorching down the sidelines. So the last thing remains, yes, it's well and truly gone here for a bonus point. Aotearoa Black, he gets it. Well, it's little consolation for the Blues. We've come down here to Christchurch. They've tried their best, but ultimately it's not good enough to beat the Crusaders. They come away with a 6-point victory over the Blues. It was tough and it was tight, but the Crusaders get the job done. In front of their home fans, making a huge difference here when we see this replay back at Eden Park. Could we see a different result? Final score, 20-14, the Crusaders over the Blues. 2 tries apiece, Sam Wylock and Sevu Reece against Hoskins Satutu and Bowden Barrett. Moanga, 4 out of 4, 2 conversions and a penalty goal. Aotearoa Black didn't have those same opportunities, just the 2 conversions for the Blues fly half, and the difference being those 2 penalty goals from early in the first half. Well, it did even up from that first 40 minutes, didn't it? The Crusaders, well, they were hanging on. It was 7-6 at the time, and they were doing it in threes. The Blues, though, had scored their vital try, and they were dominating the key stats. Second half turned around pretty much even throughout. A little bit more territory for the Blues, but ultimately they weren't in the running in that second half at all. Both sides making 10 line breaks. It was electric. It was exciting. But considering we only have 4 tries over both sides and 20 line breaks, the finishing left a lot to be desired here under some heavy fog and dew at Orange Theory Stadium. The home team get the job done. It's the Crusaders 20, Blues 14, and there is only one team now with that incredible undefeated record, and no surprises really, it is the Crusaders. That is me for today and the opening match of round 5 of Super Rugby Aotearoa. I hope you have all enjoyed today's fixture, and I hope you're all enjoying the rugby each and every weekend as well. I'll be back again for plenty more from Super Rugby Aotearoa, Super Rugby AU, reviews, previews, and all sorts of gaming goodness as well. So make sure you stick around the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all for the next game, wherever and whenever that may be. Until then, take care.